Well, it's been a super week here in New Orleans. We finish our coverage after the big game here on CoxSportsTV.com. I'm Mike Naybors, and I have a co-host, Mr. Eric Richey. Now, Eric, you look at Super Bowls in prior years, they were big-time busts. In recent years, they've been great games, and this one just didn't disappoint.
No question about it, Mike. I mean, it was as highly as an entertaining Super Bowl as you can remember. From the very beginning, from a blackout, the halftime concert, and what a game on the field. It was certainly a memorable night.
You talk about Ray Lewis, you think of his last game, and it was fitting that the defense rose to the occasion for Ray.
Yeah, no question. And again, Ray wanted this Super Bowl win almost as much for his teammates as he did himself.
I wanted to see their faces when that confetti came out of the sky as we was world champs. And to feel that, to feel what they felt like, because everybody had that staring look that they didn't know what was going on. And I knew that because I felt that the first time I won it. And it's the greatest reward as a leader, to give your team.
Niners drive all the way down the field and they stop them on 4 straight downs on the 5-yard line. It's pretty cool. Ray's a great person, and everybody knows he's an unbelievable football player. But he's the best teammate, and it's unbelievable to send him out like this.
Good stuff from the Ravens, emotional stuff from Ray Lewis. Great game here for the defense, and not a bad game for the local guys. Destrehan's Ed Reed had an interception, and Jacoby Jones, he played pretty good too.
Representing New Orleans East in a big-time way tonight here at the Superdome. Not only the 56-yard touchdown catch that he showed great second effort, Mike, to get into the end zone, but the 108-yard kickoff return for a touchdown to open up the second half was NFL record-breaking, a Super Bowl record for the longest kickoff return. And as far as coming back here and winning a Super Bowl, I think we've heard that before right here on CST.
The guy right there holding the camera, I remember I sat with him about a year or two ago, maybe? About a year ago. And if I can recall, I told him on CST that when I win the Super Bowl, it was going to be in New Orleans. Did I not?
Good to see the local guys come up big in Super Bowl 47. Now, this was a great Super Bowl, but it was also one of the more unique Super Bowls, especially the third quarter. The longest third quarter in Super Bowl history, thanks to a power outage here at 7:38. They didn't return until 35 minutes later in this game.
Yeah, and at the time it was a 28-6 game. It was right after Jacoby's long kickoff return. 17 unanswered points right after that, and at least one Raven thought that wasn't a coincidence.
I thought Jim Harbaugh had a little trick on his sleeve. He ran into that Raven buzzsaw. He was like, hey, man, turn the lights off. Radio, red team go, red team go. Lights cut out. We stopped the game, 20, 30 minutes? And then all of a sudden, they on fire now. You know what I mean? We're going to investigate that.
All right, Mr. Richey, one hiccup tonight, but a great week and a great showing for the Big Easy. The first time they've hosted a Super Bowl in 11 years. We've had a great week. What stood out for you?
Besides Beyonce? I mean, what stood out was the way that this city hosted a Super Bowl again. The first time since Hurricane Katrina. It was a very important game and a week for this city, especially after successfully doing the Final Four and the BCS National Championship about 12 months ago. Let's just hope the Super Bowl in 2018 comes here and that hiccup with the blackout doesn't affect anything.
No doubt about it. Great job by you tonight. Great game between two great franchises. The Niners, first Super Bowl loss in their team history. They're now 5-1. The Ravens, though, still perfect. In fact, they didn't trail in this game. Thanks for being with us all week, and thanks for logging on CoxSportsTV.com.